Good morning/afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our presentation. We are excited to introduce you to Restyle Fashion Platform Pitch. My name is Harshita Tripathi, and along with my teammates Kumar Anshu Bhatt, Punit Kumar Burnwal, Ayushi Shukla, and Vishisht Kurmi, we will take you through our innovative fashion platform. Today, we'll cover the concept behind Restyle, its features, target audience, and our plans for the future. Thank you for being here, and let's get started. Hello, everyone. Now I want to introduce you to the amazing team behind this project. First, we have Harshita Tripathi, whose dedication and innovative ideas have been instrumental. Next is Punit Kumar Burnwal, whose technical expertise truly drives our progress. Then there's Ayushi Shukla, identified here as 6, bringing a unique perspective and fresh energy to the team. We also have Vishisht Kurmi, whose problem-solving skills have been vital in overcoming challenges. And finally, Kumar Anshu Bhatt, whose leadership and coordination keep everything on track. This team embodies collaboration and diverse talents, which are essential to achieving our goals. Together, we are committed to making this project a success and pushing the boundaries of what we can accomplish. So let me introduce you to Riya. She's a college student who loves fashion and enjoys keeping her wardrobe fresh. But like many young people, she faces the challenge of updating her wardrobe without breaking the bank. Finding reliable platforms that offer good quality secondhand clothing has always been tough for her. She wants stylish options, but it's not easy to trust where she's shopping from or to find items in good condition. Meanwhile, this is a bigger issue than just personal style. Every year, millions of tons of clothing are discarded, and this causes serious environmental damage. Fast fashion and overconsumption are taking a huge toll on our planet. What we really need is a simple, convenient way to recycle clothes, something that makes it easier for people like Riya to shop affordably and sustainably. It's about creating solutions that are good for our wallets and good for the earth at the same time. This problem highlights the growing demand for smarter, greener ways to refresh our wardrobes without harming the environment. Many students and young professionals often find it challenging to access trustworthy resale platforms where they can buy affordable, quality apparel. It's not always easy to find a reliable place that offers both good prices and confidence in what they're purchasing. Recycling options, while great in theory, tend to be quite inconvenient for most people. They might involve complex processes or lack the simplicity needed to encourage regular use. And then, looking at the existing marketplaces, many of them either lack proper quality control or are too complicated to navigate. This complexity can really diminish trust, making consumers hesitant to buy secondhand. Overall, these issues highlight a bigger problem in the current secondhand apparel space. People want accessible, trustworthy, and straightforward solutions, but the current options just aren't meeting those needs. This is a key challenge we're aiming to address as we develop better alternatives. Imagine a platform that's both user-friendly and accessible from your mobile device or computer. It connects sellers of high-quality used clothing directly with buyers, making the process simple and convenient. The goal is to offer real-time access to affordable, trendy clothes, so everyone can stay stylish without breaking the bank. Now, to ensure that only the best items reach our customers, each piece undergoes thorough quality checks and careful curation. We want buyers to feel confident about the items they're purchasing, knowing they're getting quality and value. And to make the entire experience even smoother, we've integrated logistics into the platform. This means hassle-free pickup and delivery, so sellers don't have to worry about transportation, and buyers get their clothes quickly and reliably. Overall, this solution ties everything together, creating a seamless, trustworthy marketplace for quality used clothing that benefits everyone involved. Now, let's take a closer look at the Restyle of our platform. We've designed an intuitive app and website that make the user experience as smooth and engaging as possible. For example, it features smart search capabilities and personalized style recommendations, so users can easily find what they're looking for and discover new items tailored to their preferences. It also ensures seamless logistics for pickup and delivery, removing any friction in the transaction process. Plus, we've integrated user reviews, seller ratings, and verification badges to build trust and transparency within the community. On top of that, our rewards program encourages recycling and sustainability, motivating users to participate actively in eco-friendly practices. Visually, you'll see mock-ups of the app's homepage, product listings, and the rewards system, which all work together to create a user-friendly and engaging experience. This approach aligns with our overall goal of creating a platform that is not only easy to use, but also promotes responsible consumption and environmental consciousness. Let's talk about the pricing aspect first. Our platform offers affordable pricing, giving sellers the ability to set their own prices, which encourages flexibility and fairness. There are small transaction fees for using the platform, but these are minimal to keep things accessible. We also provide discounts and referral bonuses to motivate users, and we've introduced a reward system called Green Points that users can earn and redeem, promoting sustainability and engagement. Moving on to the place, our marketplace is entirely digital, accessible through both a mobile app and a website. This makes it convenient for users to browse and sell from anywhere. We focus primarily on urban centers, working with logistic partners to handle pickup and drop-off services, which simplifies the process for sellers and buyers alike. Additionally, we organize pop-up collection and sale events at colleges and residential areas, creating opportunities for face-to-face interactions and community building. Finally, for promotion, we leverage social media campaigns, partnering with influencers and campus ambassadors to reach a wider audience. We also use referral marketing, encouraging users to invite friends, which helps grow our community organically. Workshops and pop-up events serve as additional touchpoints to engage users directly. We keep everyone informed and motivated with email newsletters and notifications that highlight special offers and the positive impact of sustainable consumption. All these strategies tie back to our overall goal, making sustainable shopping easy, accessible, and engaging for everyone. When it comes to supporting our platform, people are at the heart of everything we do. We have trained support staff dedicated to customer service and helping sellers get started. These teams ensure a smooth onboarding process and ongoing assistance. We also rely on quality check teams, logistics staff, and tech specialists who keep operations running seamlessly behind the scenes. Additionally, community advocates and campus ambassadors play a key role in engaging with users and fostering trust within our community. Moving on to the process itself, we've designed it to be simple and straightforward. Sellers list their items, which then go through a quality verification step to ensure standards are met. Once approved, items are displayed on the platform, ready for customers to browse and purchase. After the purchase, the delivery process kicks in. We've streamlined everything to be transparent and user-friendly, with clear guidelines so both sellers and buyers understand each step clearly. Finally, let's talk about the physical evidence that builds confidence in our platform. High-quality product images and detailed descriptions help buyers make informed decisions. Our branded packaging, verification badges, and impact reports further assure customers of authenticity and social responsibility. User testimonials highlight real experiences, and we prioritize sustainable delivery materials to minimize our environmental footprint. All these elements work together to create a trustworthy, engaging experience for everyone involved. All right, let's take a closer look at our segmentation strategy. Our primary target group consists of college students and young professionals who are really passionate about fashion. These are the people who are constantly looking for new styles and want to stay on trend. Then we have our early adopters. These are the fashion-forward, budget-conscious buyers. They love trying new products quickly and are often the first to embrace new trends, which makes them vital for spreading the word about our brand. Finally, our expansion plan involves forming wider retail partnerships and connecting with community groups. This approach will help us reach a broader audience and build a stronger presence both online and offline. Overall, this segmentation approach aligns perfectly with our goal of connecting with enthusiastic, trend-aware customers while gradually expanding our reach through strategic partnerships. Let's talk about the TAM, or Total Addressable Market, for India. As of 2025, India's population is estimated to be around 1.43 billion people, according to UN and World Bank data. Now, when we look at the urban population, which is about 36% of that total, we're talking roughly 514 million urban residents. Next, we need to consider how many of these urban dwellers are actually active clothing shoppers. Based on our assumptions, about 85% of them are shopping for clothes regularly, excluding very young children and seniors with minimal purchasing power. When we do the math, that gives us approximately 437 million potential clothing shoppers in urban India. But not all clothing buyers are the right fit for a platform like ours, which focuses on fashion-oriented or sustainable wardrobe solutions. Many people buy basic wear or everyday essentials that might not align with our target market. So, to be conservative, we estimate that around 70% of these shoppers are actually interested in more fashion-forward or sustainable wardrobe options. Applying that percentage, we arrive at an addressable market of about 306 million people. This figure really highlights the vast potential for our solution within India's large and growing urban population. Alright, so let's talk about the Serviceable Available Market, or SAM, for our business in India. By 2025, internet penetration across the country is expected to reach about 72% overall. But as you might expect, urban areas tend to have higher connectivity, around 85%. So, if we take the total urban population, which is approximately 306 million, and multiply that by 0.85, we get roughly 260 million potential users in urban markets alone. Now, focusing on our core adopters, those are generally younger, between 16 and 35 years old. This demographic tends to be mobile-first and very engaged online. About 45% of the urban population falls into this age group. So, if we take our urban market of 260 million and multiply by 0.45, we arrive at around 117 million potential early adopters. But to narrow down further, we're particularly interested in segments that are sustainability-minded or fashion-forward. According to surveys, like those from Bain & Co. and BCG on sustainable fashion, between 65 and 75% of people express interest in sustainable fashion. However, when it comes to active intent, actually planning to purchase or engage, this drops to around 60 to 70%. For our calculations, let's use a 70% conversion rate from interest to active intent. So, if we take our 117 million potential early adopters and multiply by 0.7, we arrive at approximately 82 million individuals who are not only interested, but also actively considering fashion choices aligned with sustainability or style trends. This gives us a solid idea of the serviceable available market we can realistically target in India. Now, let's talk about the SOM, or Serviceable Obtainable Market, which is a crucial part of understanding our growth potential. For a bootstrapped, early-stage fashion tech startup like ours, using lean go-to-market tactics such as micro-influencers and content marketing, a common benchmark is capturing about 0.5 to 3% of the SAM over 3 to 5 years. To stay on the conservative side and align with our initial assumptions, we'll go with approximately 2.5% over 3 years. That means, when we apply this to our SAM, which is around 80 million users, we get about 2 million potential users. Now, let's look at revenue potential. If we assume everyone converts to a paid plan, and our subscription is rupee 149 per month, that's roughly $1.80. Over a year, that's about 1,788 per user. Multiplying 2 million users by this annual spend, we arrive at a gross revenue potential of around 3,576 crores rupees. Of course, not everyone will convert to paying customers right away. So, realistically, we estimate about a 5% conversion rate to our paid tier. That gives us 100,000 paying users out of the 2 million. Multiplying those 100,000 users by the annual spend of rupee 1, 788. We see a revenue figure in the ballpark of 180 crores rupees over 3 to 4 years. This exercise helps us set realistic expectations and understand the scale of our potential market, balancing optimism with a pragmatic approach as we plan our growth trajectory. Let's take a closer look at the conversion expectations based on industry standards. On this table, we see different scenarios for user conversion rates over the first 3 years. Starting with the conservative estimate, which is about 2%, we expect to reach around 450,000 free users in year 1, then grow to about 1 million in year 2, and approximately 2.5 million in year 3. Moving to the industry average, which is roughly 3.5%, the numbers are a bit lower initially, around 257,000 users in year 1, and then increasing to about 571,000 in year 2 and 1.4 million by year 3. Now, if we look at an optimistic scenario with a 5% conversion rate, we're talking about 180,000 users in year 1, then 400,000 in year 2, and hitting 1 million in year 3. Finally, in the best case, with an 8% conversion rate, we could start with about 112,500 users in year 1, then reach 250,000 in year 2, and 625,000 in year 3. The key takeaway here is how different conversion rates significantly impact user growth projections over time. These scenarios help us understand potential outcomes and set realistic expectations, aligning with our overall growth strategy. Now, let's look at the revenue expectations for year 1. Starting with subscription revenue, we are estimating around 9,000 subscribers, each paying $149 per month, multiplied by 12 months. This gives us a projected subscription revenue of approximately 1.609 crore. Next, for product sales margin, we're assuming an average profit margin of 15% to 20% on about 10,000 orders. This translates to roughly 6 to 8 lakh rupees in profit from product sales. Then we have delivery charges, which are expected to bring in a nominal fee, around 5 to 7 lakh rupees. These are additional, minor revenue streams that add up over the year. We also anticipate revenue from partnerships and add-ons, additional collaborations and services that could generate anywhere from 3 to 7 lakh rupees. When we add all these components together, our total projected revenue for year 1 falls within the range of approximately 1.749 to 1.829 crore rupees. This slide highlights how our diverse revenue streams, subscriptions, product sales, delivery, and partnerships come together to form a robust revenue model, supporting our overall growth strategy. Now, let's take a closer look at our revenue expectations for year 2 and year 3. Starting with subscription revenue, in year 2, we project around 20,000 subscribers, each paying $149 per month, which totals approximately 3.58 crore for the year. By year 3, we plan to grow that subscriber base to about 50,000, leading to an estimated revenue of nearly 8.94 crore. Moving on to product sales margin, we're estimating an average profit margin of 15 to 20% on roughly 22,222 orders in year 2, resulting in revenue between rupee 13.3 and 17.8 lakhs. As our order volume increases to around 55,556 orders in year 3, this margin could generate between 33.3 and 44.4 lakhs. Next, let's consider delivery charges. We expect to earn nominal fees on approximately 22,222 orders in year 2, which translates to about 11.1 to 15.6 lakhs. With increased order volume in year 3, this revenue could double to roughly 27.8 to 38.9 lakhs. We also anticipate additional revenue from partnerships and collaborations. In year 2, this could bring in between 6.7 and 15.6 lakhs, and in year 3, with expanding collaborations, we expect this to grow to between 16.7 and rupee 38.9 lakhs. Adding all these components together, our total projected revenue for year 2 ranges from approximately 3.89 to 4.06 crore. For year 3, we're aiming for a significant increase, with total revenue estimates between rupee 9.72 and rupee 10.16 crore. These projections highlight a strong growth trajectory, driven by scaling our subscriber base, expanding sales, and forming strategic partnerships. It's about building a sustainable revenue model that supports our overall business vision. Now, let's look at the COGS expectations from year 1 to year 3. Starting with the different components, the first is sourcing of clothes, which costs rupee 56 per unit. In year 1, the total cost for sourcing clothes is projected to be around 5 lakhs, growing to approximately 11.1 lakhs in year 2, and reaching about 27.8 lakhs by year 3. Next, quality check and refurbishment, which costs rupee 33 per unit. We expect this to start at 3 lakhs in year 1, then increase to roughly 6.7 lakhs in year 2, and about 16.7 lakhs in year 3. Packaging, at 22 per unit, is estimated at 2 lakhs in year 1, rising to 4.4 lakhs in year 2, and roughly 11.1 lakhs in year 3. Logistics, which includes pickup and delivery, also costs rupee 56 per unit, mirroring sourcing costs. So, it starts at 5 lakhs in year 1, then doubles to about 11.1 lakhs in year 2, and again reaches approximately 27.8 lakhs in year 3. When we add these components together, our total COGS is projected to be 15 lakhs in year 1, increasing to about 33.3 lakhs in year 2, and around 83.3 lakhs in year 3. It's also important to note that, as a percentage of revenue, COGS is expected to decrease slightly from 9.3% in year 1 to 8.4% in years 2 and 3. This trend shows how, despite increasing costs in absolute terms, we aim to improve efficiency and scale, maintaining a healthy margin as we grow. Let's take a closer look at the cost structure for our business. As you can see in the table, we have both fixed and variable costs. Starting with the fixed costs, the technology aspect, which includes website and app development and ongoing maintenance, is estimated at about 5 lakh rupees. This is a crucial investment to ensure our platform runs smoothly and securely. Next, warehouse rent and utilities are around 3 lakh rupees. These are essential for our inventory storage and day-to-day operations. We also have costs associated with our lean team of employees across operations, warehouse management, and support, totaling about 7 lakh rupees. Keeping the team small but effective is key to managing costs efficiently. Marketing and branding, which are vital for customer acquisition and brand recognition, come to roughly 15 lakh rupees. This is a significant portion of our fixed costs, because building a strong brand requires consistent investment. Adding these up, our total fixed costs amount to approximately 30 lakh rupees annually. On the variable cost side, sourcing clothes is about 5 lakh rupees. This cost fluctuates depending on order volume and supplier negotiations. Quality check and refurbishment costs are around 3 lakh rupees, ensuring that the products meet our standards before sale. Packaging costs are relatively modest at 2 lakh rupees, but they play a big role in customer experience and brand perception. Logistics, covering pickup and delivery, is estimated at 5 lakh rupees, which can vary based on demand and geographic coverage. All these variable costs combine total around 15 lakh rupees annually. So, when we add fixed and variable costs together, our total estimated annual expenses come to about 45 lakh rupees. Understanding this breakdown helps us see where our money is going and how each component contributes to the overall business model. It's a balanced mix of upfront investments and flexible costs tied to our sales activity. Let's take a closer look at the app layout. When designing an app, understanding the layout is crucial because it directly impacts user experience and usability. Here, we focus on how the app is structured visually and functionally. Key points to consider include the main navigation elements, the placement of core features, and how information is organized on the screen. A well-thought-out layout makes the app intuitive and easy to navigate, encouraging users to engage more fully. Remember, the layout should align with the overall theme of simplicity and efficiency we've discussed earlier. By doing so, we ensure that the app not only looks appealing, but also functions seamlessly, supporting our goals of accessibility and user satisfaction. Let's take a closer look at our go-to-market strategy. First, our target audience focuses on urban students, young professionals, and eco-conscious shoppers. Initially, we'll concentrate on metro cities to build a strong presence where these groups are most active. Our value proposition centers on offering affordable, quality-checked pre-owned clothing. We want to make buying and selling hassle-free by integrating logistics into our platform, creating a seamless experience. Additionally, we're committed to sustainability by encouraging recycling and rewarding customers for their eco-friendly habits. Now, our key channels will be primarily our mobile app and website, which serve as the main platforms for sales. We'll also leverage social media, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, to build awareness and foster engagement. To boost word-of-mouth growth, we'll partner with campus ambassadors and influencers who can authentically promote our message. In terms of partnerships, we'll tie up with colleges for collection drives and pop-up events, making it easy for students to participate. We'll collaborate with logistics providers to handle pickup and delivery efficiently. Plus, working with NGOs will enable us to run donation drives and promote sustainability campaigns, reinforcing our environmental commitment. For promotion, we plan to launch special offers like discounts, referral bonuses, and early access to green points. We'll host workshops and events both online and offline, at colleges, residential communities, to connect directly with our community. Lastly, we'll focus on PR and content marketing, sharing stories about our environmental impact and customer experiences to inspire and motivate our audience. Altogether, this strategy aligns with our goal of creating a sustainable, accessible, and engaging marketplace for pre-owned fashion. Now, let's talk about community building, which is vital for sustaining engagement and trust. We'll introduce a Green Points leaderboard to encourage ongoing participation and motivation among users. This gamified element not only makes the experience more engaging, but also fosters a sense of friendly competition. In addition, we'll incorporate user reviews, ratings, and impact reports. These are essential for building trust because they provide transparency and real feedback from the community. People want to see genuine opinions and tangible results, which help reinforce the value of our platform. We'll also facilitate in-app and online community forums, creating spaces for users to connect, share experiences, and support each other. This sense of community can significantly enhance user loyalty and foster a shared commitment to our goals. Moving on to the initial rollout, our plan is to launch a pilot in 1 to 3 metro cities. This phased approach allows us to gather valuable feedback quickly and make rapid improvements before scaling further. Once we see that the model works well in these urban centers, we'll expand into Tier 2 cities. This gradual expansion ensures we can adapt our approach based on real-world insights and steadily grow our reach. Finally, measuring success is crucial. We'll track key metrics like app downloads, active users, transaction volume, and repeat usage. These indicators give us a clear picture of engagement and growth. At the same time, we'll keep a close eye on user feedback for continuous improvement, making sure the platform evolves to meet community needs and expectations. All of these efforts tie back to our overarching goal: creating a sustainable, impactful platform that drives ongoing positive change. Let's take a closer look at our competitor analysis, starting with Swap Fashions. Here, we want to understand their strengths and how they position themselves in the market. Swap Fashions is known for their trendy, affordable clothing options, appealing mainly to a younger demographic. They focus heavily on social media marketing and influencer collaborations to boost their visibility. One key point is their quick turnaround time from design to shelves, which allows them to stay on top of current fashion trends and meet customer demand rapidly. They also have a strong online presence, which complements their brick-and-mortar stores. However, it's important to recognize their challenges too. For example, their rapid growth sometimes impacts product quality or consistency. They also face stiff competition from both fast fashion brands and more sustainable options emerging in the market. Connecting this to our overall theme, understanding swap fashions helps us identify opportunities to differentiate ourselves, perhaps through quality, sustainability, or unique customer experiences. This analysis informs our strategic decisions as we position ourselves to stand out in this competitive landscape. Now let's take a closer look at the thrift cart. This concept is all about making sustainable shopping more accessible and fun. Essentially, it's a creative way to think about thrift shopping, using a dedicated platform or system that encourages people to buy second-hand items. The idea is to simplify the process, reduce waste, and promote eco-friendly habits. By focusing on affordability and variety, the thrift cart aims to attract a wide audience who want to make better choices for their wallets and the planet. This ties into our overall theme of promoting sustainable practices in everyday life, showing that small, innovative steps can lead to big environmental benefits. Let's talk about what makes our offering truly unique, starting with our gamified sustainability incentives. With every transaction, users earn green points, which serve as rewards and motivation to engage in eco-friendly shopping and recycling habits. This approach not only encourages responsible behavior, but also makes the process engaging and rewarding. Next, we have our multi-leveled quality checks. These are regular and efficient, ensuring that only high-quality, top-notch fashion apparels are selected for delivery. This guarantees customer satisfaction and maintains brand integrity. Then there's our diverse pricing strategy. We incorporate discounts, coupons, and redeemable points to make the purchasing experience more attractive and rewarding for our users. It's all about adding value and making shopping more enjoyable. Finally, the layout and aesthetics of our website and app are designed with the user in mind. They are simple, subtle, and streamlined, making the shopping experience both modern and effortless. The goal is to create an interface that's not only visually appealing, but also easy to navigate, encouraging users to shop more comfortably and confidently. All these elements together form our unique selling proposition, aligning with our overall vision of sustainable, high-quality, and user-friendly shopping. Now, let's look at the funding milestones we've outlined. Initially, our immediate focus will be on platform development and building a strong team to support our vision. Within 6 months, we aim to launch in a metro city and gain some initial traction, which will set the stage for further growth. By the 12-month mark, our goal is to expand into additional markets and scale our logistics operations to meet increasing demand. Around 18 months, we'll be penetrating Tier 2 cities, broadening our reach even further. And by 24 months, we expect to achieve profitability and see accelerated growth as a result of these efforts. Moving on to the investment structure, we're seeking a total ask of 1.3 crore rupees over this 24-month period. Our strategy is to bootstrap ourselves into profitability and establish market leadership through this funding. We're projecting an impressive 22x return on investment over 3 years, which underscores the strong potential of this opportunity. And in terms of exit options, we see significant potential for acquisition or preparing for Series A funding, positioning us for a successful long-term trajectory. These milestones and investment plans are aligned with our overall goal of building a sustainable, scalable business. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. I truly appreciate your commitment to understanding the importance of sustainable fashion. Remember, together, we can make a real difference, whether it's through supporting ethical brands, making mindful choices, or spreading awareness. Each of us has a role to play in creating a more sustainable future for the fashion industry. Let's keep working together to drive positive change and promote sustainability in everything we do. Thank you again, and let's continue this journey toward a more responsible and eco-friendly fashion world.